So after a very long journey from the east coast of America in western North Carolina all the way to Uchinada on the Ishikawa Prefecture in Japan, our bikes finally made it. They arrived safe and sound. We were so happy to have them. And Zeb planned a 51-mile, about 82-kilometer adventure for us to go explore our new home. So pretty shortly after we leave our house, there's a bike path that we can almost immediately get on. And we took this for 20 miles north to the base of the Noto Peninsula. Hello!
Hello?
Having this bike lane is so nice. There's no cars. And we're on this for 20 miles with no cars. It was a pretty awesome feeling being able to ride with no worry of cars or any traffic or anything, especially because I'm still getting used to riding on the left side of the road and kind of getting used to the traffic rules here in Japan. So it was really nice to be able to have this bike lane really close to our house to start our ride on. There's the ocean. This bike lane also parallels the ocean for a really long time, so there were some awesome views. There was very little traffic from other riders or other pedestrians on this bike path, so that was really nice. On the Noto Peninsula. We did have to stop a few times because there was road intersections sometimes where there was car access to the beach, but overall it was a really leisurely, really nice bike path. I would definitely ride it again. It was a little bit bumpy and there was a little bit of starting and stopping because of those road intersections, but the views and just the ease of being able to ride on it was really awesome. There was this little sandy spot that I kind of underestimated and almost lost it a bit right here. Oh my goodness, ice cream. After almost 20 miles on this bike path from Uchinada north up towards the Noto Peninsula, we reached the Chirihama Nagisa driveway, and this is a spot of beach where the sand is so compact that you can actually drive your car right up onto the beach. It was really cool. We didn't plan our ride to go up this beachway this time because when the tide is too high, they close the whole road because it's just the beach right there. So we didn't plan our route to go there this time, but I did ride my bike up to the water so I could get out and see it up close. It was super pretty. From there, we turned from the Noto Satayama Kaido road where we had been going north, and we kind of turned east and then south back towards Uchinada and towards Kanazawa. So we've gone almost 20 miles on this bike path, and we're about to get off it and get back on the smooth road. It's been super nice to not have any cars, but as you can tell, it's really bumpy. Green light. And from here we started riding up into a little bit more of the mountain region, kind of towards Kanazawa. Once we started heading south, there was this segment on Strava that was almost 7 miles and took me about 30 minutes to complete, and it was called Totorodo in hiragana. And we didn't know if that was like Totoro, the character from the Miyazaki film, or Totorodo. And it turns out that I think it's both, because at the end of this segment, there's a little Totoro. Does anyone else's upper lip get really sweaty? Look at all that. Almost It is a real climb. It's almost a real climb, Zeb said. So after Totorodo, we rode through some really nice towns, past some very pretty rice fields, and along a few little creeks. We continued making our way south back towards Kanazawa and finally Uchinada. Look at that house. There were a few signs that were warning us to watch out for kuma or bears, and luckily we didn't see any. I just can't imagine snow right now. It's hard to imagine that this area gets as much snow as it does. I guess we'll find out when it's our first winter here in a few months, but these red and white striped poles on the side of the road we think are there to measure the snow so that when it snows a ton and you're driving your car, you're able to see the edge of the road. On such a humid and hot day though, it was pretty crazy to think that this area would even get snow. If we see a vending machine, I need some more water. What do you think?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's super nice out here.
It is.
Like no traffic, good scenery, good roads.
Yeah, look at all these rice fields. We only have 10 miles left. Well, we have like 13 miles.
How many?
Look at the cedar trees. Once we started getting closer to Uchinada, we were able to ride through the Ishikawa Prefectural Forest Park. And there's this really beautiful, lush green forest that we got to ride through towards the end. There was even a spot at the top with a little gazebo where there was a couple having a picnic lunch, so I didn't want to bother them too much, but there was a pretty view, some nice bathrooms, so great amenities here at the Ishikawa Prefectural Park. We'll definitely come back. Also, I didn't see it, but the previous time when Zeb was up here, he said that there was a vending machine. So from there, we started riding through a few more cute little towns and some more rice fields, and then back into a little bit busier roads, and finally into Uchinada. Once we passed over the Kahoku Lagoon, the Uchinada Lovers Bridge was in sight. So we haven't been to the bridge when it's nighttime yet, but it's been dubbed a lover's paradise because of the way the sun sets and the bridge is illuminated. And they even have a bell that you can ring for happiness and a little double heart sculpture. So looks like Zeb's gonna have to take me back to the Lovers Bridge sometime at sunset. Hello, we are sweaty. I'm sweaty. We just got back. It was very nice. Zeb planned a very good route. 51-ish miles, so I don't know, like 90-something kilometers, I think. But yeah, he's mixing us some Pocari Sweat now to replenish all my electrolytes. But it was great. And we got to see the ocean on the bike path, and then we got to go up into the mountains a bit, and then like a little foresty park area, and then back down into Uchinada. So yeah, can't wait to eat something and drink some Pocari Sweat. But it was a really nice ride. Can't wait for more.